Hello everyone and welcome to Gavra's Weekend League. This is a brand new league here on F1 2019, and I believe, does it roll over into F1 2020 Champion? Does it? Ah, okay. I should know this stuff, but welcome. I'm joined, yes, by the champion. It's Holland Champion. And yes, hello, and thank you for joining me. We're going to be doing, this is Gavra's brand new weekend league where drivers pay a small donation to come and do some quite competitive but also, you know, fun and enjoyable racing. Every weekend we have two sets of races, two 25% races. And this here is a little bit of a pre-season race, just to, you know, check that everything's okay, you know, settle into it, and yeah, and to be honest, I'm not actually sure about who. I'm not actually met any of these drivers, Cambion. I don't know if you have met any of these. No names, no. But yeah, fresh people. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. As looks like Jet. Would you call it Jet? Jets? Jet. We'll call him Jet. Jet in the McLaren there, a 199, so pretty good lap. Would you say that's a good lap around Monza, Campion? Ooh, okay, let's have a look here. The Red Bull, IS Doku. Oh, he's got bad front wing damage there, front left. He's gonna have to come back into the pits for that. Yeah, we've got a few drivers come around here, so this is going to be a little pre-season. So I have 80 minutes of qualifying and then a 25%, so it's going to be good. Yeah, just like how we do our academy races. Yeah, it's going to be very, very good, and yeah, a brand new season, and you know what it's like to start a brand new season, Campion. Fresh points, fresh stats, and yeah, you winning the freshman. But well, I mean, well done to you. Yeah, a lot of practice is involved with all of these different races. Yeah, definitely. Gonna get everything right, and everything goes into a racing team. It isn't just the driver; it's, you know, everyone behind the scenes and all sorts. Yeah, definitely. Gavra and his team do a very, very good job, and yeah. So this league, you know, we only asked for a small donation here, Campion, but as you said, you know, there's a lot of effort that goes into making all of this, and you know, that's what that's going to go towards. You know, and some things need to be paid for, and sometimes if you're not getting any money back, you know, it can be difficult. But you know, it's just here to help Gavra and his team out, making the league bigger and better, and yeah, we can still enjoy some fabulous racing while we do that. Yeah, it's like McLaren 1-2 lockout here at the moment. both what? Sorry, good drivers, did you say? Oh, Dutch drivers. Ah. Very similar to what you, I mean, not very similar. I mean, it's where you, what your home country, isn't it? I mean, it kind of is in your name, isn't it? Holland Champion, yeah. Ah, Holland. Quickly go into. We apologise about this, guys. Have you gone into the party though and changed it? If you go into like the party, then go to party settings. Have you found that? Yeah, and then you see where it says allow audio to be shared? Put that on always allow. And then now everybody should be able to hear you.
Hello.
Hello. But yes, I'm joined by Holland Champion. You haven't been in the past 8 minutes.
And the Mercedes is setting a pole lap.
Yeah, it is. The Mercedes, a 119.7, so a very good lap there from the Mercedes driver. 2 tenths up on the McLaren, so very good. Oh, and Dean, would you call him no, Dan or Dan? Dan. We'll call him Dan, as putting a 119.9 ahead of his teammate. Look how close that gap is there, Campion.
4,000 of a second.
Definitely
That's
4.
so small.
It is, and you know, every second counts within these F1 cars, and
Yeah.
it's almost as close as you and Joe were back in the freshman, you know, on the quali lap.
Oh yeah, in Abu.
Yeah, in Abu, yeah.
Sweating. Oh, yellow flag. Just people going
Yellow
slow.
flag? It's people going slowly.
Yeah.
So there's still 3 drivers actually not to put in a time yet. Oh no, a couple of them have actually, sorry. I didn't quite see who that was there. I completely apologise. I'm not even prepared here. I haven't even got my map open or anything. God, so Matt, looks like Matt Prinz here is the
Prince, yeah.
is the
He's
only
not
driver
on
at the
flying lap.
yeah, the only driver at the moment not to put in a lap, but he is on a flying lap, isn't invalidated, so interesting to see now as he comes round towards the line. Isn't going to be anything special. Oh, it's a
P5.
120 though. P5. It's not bad actually. Not bad from the Toro Rosso driver.
Not at all. But it's very close at the top and at the middle parts of the quali pace.
It is, yeah. Those gaps very, very close there. 2 tenths between Matt Prince and Gregster there. Brilliant name. Gregster. And then you've got Ace DeSabo. Oh, look at the gap between him and Edmer. I'm going to call him Edmer. Edmer, look at the gap between those. 1/100th of a second between those 2 drivers.
Williams is on his out lap. Can he improve it? Do you think?
The Williams, Vinjeux, he might be able to improve. Let's have a little ride on board with him here as he hits that DRS zone. And see, you don't race much on Monza, do you, not, Campion?
No, not my track.
Not your track. Now, actually, if you tune in next Thursday at 6 o'clock, you'll be able to see all the GT Sport cars going around Monza. But it'll be a bit weird, Campion, because there'll be no first chicane in there, which is gonna be Yeah, it's going to be very interesting indeed, and have to see what happens here. But let's see if the Williams can improve on his time. A little bit slow through there, would you say, Campion? You could probably be a little bit quicker through that chicane, maybe.
Yeah.
Come quite close to that curb, actually, now on the exit, and he'll be hitting the second DRS zone. Oh, and the McLaren's off. Is that in Sector 2, was that?
Yeah, it was Sector 2.
Oh, it was Jet there, Jet Z. Jet Z there went off.
Dan.
Oh, was it Dan, was it?
I think.
But let's have a look at Vintjer here, who's the Williams driver who we're looking at the moment, who's coming round.
Last corner.
See if he can improve here, Campion. Ooh, he is. Oh, he improved by 3/10.
Nice.
Look at the gap between him now and Matt Prince. Another 100th of a second between those two drivers.
And the top 3 is on his outlap, and Jets is setting. It's now over the line.
So I'm going to call him Jutzy. Jutzy Kev? Jutzy Kev?
I think.
Why don't people have simpler names? Oh, someone's off in Sector 2. It's a Toro Rosso. I believe that was... oh, who was that then? Yes, it was Cardoso who was off, I believe. Let me join the track though, but he has got an invalidated lap. Let's see if anyone's going to improve here. A minute 18 to go in this qualifying session here, Campion, and things are going to get a little bit more interesting. As there's someone off in Sector 3. Looks like it was the other Toro Rosso, maybe, of Matt Prince. But let's have a look here. The leader at the moment is just come out on an outlap.
Jets is in the last corner.
Yeah, Jetsy in the final corner. Will he improve? Oh, no, he's 300 down.
Not.
There's a McLaren at the end of the track here. Is that
slow.
it's down there? The Williams is on an outlap at the moment. So everyone's coming round for one final lap here. There's 30 seconds to go in this qualifying here, Campion, and yeah, it's going to get very interesting. We've got this little pre-season race here for this weekend league that we've got going. And yeah, if you enjoy everything that we do here on Gavra, make sure you pop a subscribe. We're getting ever so closer to that 1,000 subscribers. Getting very, very close. I hope you've subscribed, Campion.
I am subscribed, yes.
It's good, it's good.
Of course I am.
Make sure everybody goes and subscribes to the Gavra Racing YouTube channel.
Doku is off again.
Oh, Dan retired from the session. Maybe couldn't. Maybe I don't know whether he's crashed off or maybe he just couldn't put in a time there.
Maybe all up or something.
Maybe, I'm not too sure. But yeah, look at the subscribers here now, Campion. We were on 859 on Thursday. Today we're on 866.
Matt Prince with a pole.
So Matt Prince, a brilliant time from him. A 119.6 there, sorry. Brilliant time. Let's see if Jutzy can improve. He's 700s down here, Campion. Ooh, a little bit wide there. Nearly lost the car there. Quite quick through there, actually, taking the little bit of the green Astra on the inside. That's usually what you want to do on that corner. It's Absolute actually comes round and takes the fastest lap. A beautiful time from him. Look at the gap between Matt Prince and him.
Going out right.
Let's have a look here as Jutzy is going to come round. Jutsakev, is it Jutsakev? We'll call him Jutsakev. Oh, I think he's invalidated his lap, I believe, from what I can see. Yeah, he has, so he's backed out. So Absolute will be your pole sitter. Then it'll be Matt Prince in second, Jutzy in third, Dan in fourth, Jetzy in fifth, Vint J in sixth place, Gregster in seventh, Edmer in eighth, Ace DeSabo in ninth, Grow Stoto in 10th, we'll just call him Doku in 11th, Cardoso in 12th, I don't even know how I'm going to say that name.
Boss. Probably just boss.
Probably, yeah. Thank you to everyone.
Buck was boy in 13th and Esky Boy Jim in 14th. That's the grid.
Hello to everyone in the chat, and Campion, your dad is back in the chat once again. But he
like
got you
always.
A bit mixed up. He thought you were Jordy FIFA.
Yeah, I hear that.
But yeah, thank you to everyone in the chat. Hello, Natty. I think also Cryptech, hello in the chat as well. I believe that's you. Call Jutzy just Kevin. Okay. So Jutzy in the chat says call himself Kevin. Just name Doku Nick. So Dokubi is Nick and
Jutzy Kev is Kevin.
Jutzy is Kevin.
Yeah, alright.
Thank you. That makes our lives a lot easier. It's the name I don't want to pronounce is Bakwas boy. Bakwas boy. Bakwas boy. But yeah, we're just waiting for everyone to load in now, and then we should be able to begin this race. Someone isn't loading in. Jetzy, load!
Man.
Why is he not loading? To Bakwas boy.
New names always hard to learn.
New names are, yeah. I've never ever met any of these drivers, so brand new driver lineup. It basically feels like the academy all over again.
Yeah.
Brand new set of drivers here, but you know, this is the weekend league, and we hope you are all enjoying what you're seeing so far. Remember, this is just a pre-season. Next week, actually, we will be streaming. We're trying to get everything over to Twitch now. At the possible moment, because I had to rush into this, couldn't go on to Twitch, so this one will be on YouTube, but the later stages, we're going to try and get everything onto Twitch, and then afterwards, once the Twitch stream is finished, then we'll be uploading the video to YouTube, so it'll be interesting to see. So we're trying to expand our market, Campion, get into other platforms.
Yeah, I think it's smart.
Yeah, it is, definitely. Yeah, but you know, it's you gotta, you know, I mean, Twitch is very good for streaming. It has a lot of, you know, it's mainly used for streaming, so it makes more sense for us to go. Yeah, it would make sense for us to go over there and then, you know, upload it to YouTube, where YouTube's more sort of video based. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
it makes a lot of sense, and I'm happy to do so. As long as we can keep the YouTuber running. I mean, we always got other stuff happening on the YouTube, like the podcast. If you haven't seen the podcast, make sure you go and check that out. Every Sunday, a podcast usually roughly around the hour mark along. We talk about everything that's happened in the Gavra Racing week, and we'll possibly be even talking about next week, camping about this this weekend league that's just started as well.
Yeah, probably. Now I've done the four F1 leagues, so it's gonna be a bit smaller.
Oh, I think we're having a lobby issue, so we're just gonna leave.
I don't think I know it.
God, I can't wait for F1 2020. If it's
I
anything
hope-
better than this, I'll take it. But carry on what you said.
I hope it will fix like this sort of issues.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully it will. I mean, you know, with all that new stuff coming as well to the game, it's going to be very, very interesting. But yeah, and also, you know, the YouTube will be getting the carrying on with my cheeky plug that I was putting in there. But yeah, there's going to be always the top 10 moments be on the YouTube as well. But yeah, we'll try and make sure all of the videos are uploaded after they've been streamed on Twitch. But just waiting for an invite now from Mr. Gavra Novic, and then we'll be ready to head out back into the lobby and get underway in some racing. No, Natty, I'm not embarrassing myself in a time trial again. That happened last time, it didn't go down too well.
Nah, probably not.
There we go. No need for time trial anyway. We have an invite back.
What track did you do for time trial?
When the lobby glitched in when I was in the academy, I did a time trial around Abu Dhabi because, you know, it was a bit fitting for the track. Alright, yeah, just gonna wait for everyone to come in. Ready up, make sure you go in spectator mode. Campion when you join.
I know. Otherwise
I know.
I'm racing and...
I mean, you've already won the championship. I mean, you could add another one to your resume.
Nice.
So we've got a variant of countries here, Campion. So we've got a Swedish, Netherlands, English, Netherlands, Italian, and we've got what you wouldn't say Switzerlandish, would you? The Swiss. You got a Swiss in here. That's it.
It's Swiss.
Some more Netherlands people, Italians, a Frenchy, English, a Portuguese man. Hello, Cardoso. Portuguese man. Oh, and a German as well. So yeah, we've got people from all over Europe joining us. But if you're joining us from the depths of Europe, how are you all doing? Hope you're sticking by social distancing rules, depending on what rules are in force in your country. Campion, have you been staying at home?
No.
You know? No? Good one. Thank you for letting everyone know that you haven't been staying at home.
Man,
I'll ask
I
that
have
question
work.
again.
I
Campion,
work
have you
at
been
the
staying
Aldi.
at home?
Yes.
Yes, that's a good answer I wanted to hear.
No man, I did a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got work, that's fine. I mean, if you've Depends. It's different in countries, isn't it? What's it like in? It's not as bad as in Holland now, is it now? Because I know there's a lot of places opening now in Holland.
Yeah, just opening up like schools and everything.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's not as bad over there. No, it's still bad here in the UK. So stuck at home most of the time. You know, racing, commentating, racing, commentating, racing,
More racing.
commentating, racing, commentating, and then racing again.
Do you think?
Do I think? Did you say?
Do you think you're racing?
Do I think I'm racing? I raced in the GT Sport.
Ooh.
4th in the championship. Hey.
Oh. Interesting.
4th in the championship, but I am about 30 points behind 3rd.
That's
Great.
a big gap.
Oh, I
So
saw
next
that
race,
comment
first
from you,
place.
Natty. The first F1 race will be on the 5th and the 12th with 2 Austrian GPs. Now that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I.e. Red Bull for the win, it looks like.
Yeah.
Camping, are you a Red Bull fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, surely you're a Max Verstappen fan.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, come on. I mean, he's come on. If he's Dutch, you're Dutch.
Dutch people always like when someone Dutch people is doing good. Oh, great, great.
I mean, have you seen the Dutch football team? I mean, God. I don't know if you've seen it. Like, I don't know if you follow much football, but the football team, because the football team that the Dutch used to have wasn't great, and then like it went back up again. Do you remember when you used to have big old Van Persie?
Yeah.
Robin Van Persie, and then you actually have Iron Robin as well. Yeah, and then they kind of retired, and it died down a little bit, and then who came back, and then you got some new players in, Virgil van Dijk,
like
Frankie de Jong, Memphis Depay, Memphis de Ligt, Johnny van der Beek, Stevie Bergwijn.
All good players.
All good players, yeah. You got one of the best teams in Europe, to be fair. If not the best. I mean, you've got the best centre-back in the world.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's... You know. But anyway, sorry, we've diverted to football and gone away from motorsport. So, do you reckon it's just really going to be a one-stop here, isn't it, Campion? Do you reckon a soft to medium is what everyone will really be going for?
Yeah, I think it is true. It will be one stop.
One stop, yeah. There's a couple of drivers on the mediums. How many laps do you reckon? Do you reckon they'll maybe go? It's interesting because how many laps do you reckon they do on the mediums before they came in?
I don't know. I think probably like 9 laps.
9 laps maybe.
Max.
And then try and push for those softs at the end of the race.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like that's. It looks like that's one of the Ferraris. One of the Alphas, so split strategy in them teams, but everyone lining up here, warming up the tyres, and now getting ready to start here in the pre-season of this weekend league here in Italy. The Italian football team's dropped a lot. Anyway, as the lights count down here in Italy, the first weekend league race. Oh, we've got a little bit of a pause here when it does that.
Glitches.
And it's lights out and away we go, and it's off to a good start actually for the race leader. Absolute. Oh, looks like I can't remember what his real name was, but Jutsi, the Mercedes trying to get involved. Oh, there's a Ferrari off the back. It's Ace de Sabo, it looks like, but he's managed to catch up to the back of the grid. Little bit of contact. It's free wide at the back there, Campion. Oh, someone's on the ground with the Toro Rosso. Oh, he narrowly avoids the wall. It's Cardoso narrowly avoiding the wall, and there's a big bunch up at the back here, and I think we may have had a bit of a Are your timings off?
Rose Toto is...
Oh, someone's on the grass!
And the Renault.
And someone's on the grass. Oh, yes. Oh, there's... Yes, the Renault and... the Toro Rosso both getting bad wing damage there. Toro Rosso losing his end plate. I'm not sure about the Renault. Yeah, looks like the Renault lost the end plate as well. It's interesting though. I don't know if it's saying on your screen, Campion, but it's saying that some of these drivers are one lap down. Oh, there's a big crash!
No.
There's a big crash, Campion.
With the Alpha.
Yeah, the Alpha and the Ferrari, a big crash down at that high-speed chicane section. And it looks like, a good start actually from Jetsy here, who was managed to actually get himself up into second off on that start there, Campion. So not a bad start from him.
Nice. With the leader, absolute 2-second gap after 1 lap.
Yeah, you're going to have to give me timings here, because mine are broke. It says that Jetsy's 1 minute 24 behind the leader. Which clearly ain't right, but I'll just have to look at the closest on-track battles at the moment. Looks like Dan here losing a few positions in the McLaren. Oh, he's going wheel to wheel with the Red Bull. Oh, this is going to go around the outside. It's a nice move from Dan there, actually.
Yeah, nice.
My leaderboard's just broke. Leaderboard's completely broken.
And Gregster as always is keeping up with him.
No, Gregster keeping up with the back of the... as he said...
Get a 3-second penalty.
He did, he picked up a 3-second time penalty there for Gregster, but Dan here keeps on saying he's moving down, which is making no sense. Matt Prince goes round the outside of Jutsi there and gets back up into 3rd position, but Absolute here putting on an outstanding start here at the moment, Campion, and dominating the first part of this race.
Sure. Good performance.
Definitely. As Jetsy here is coming round in the McLaren, and there's a bit of a battle going on here, Campion. If you feast your eyes upon 3rd, all the way down to about 7th as my leaderboard.
7th.
No, 8th, sorry, it looks like. It looks like there's a
little
big
train.
Yeah, there's a bit of a train going on here, as my leaderboard has now fixed itself. Oh, there's someone off at the back. Yeah, there is the Alfa Romeo off of Edmer here. I don't know, is there any damage to his car?
Kevin. He's going in the inside.
Ooh.
Still wheel to wheel. And Dan gets moved on.
Nice move there from Dan as he gets the position done. But now the Red Bull. Look at the Red Bull here of Gregster, Campion, trying to look for a move maybe around the outside of the Mercedes. Oh, but he can't get the pass done into that corner. Very tricky to overtake in that section, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
oh, the Red Bull almost loses it.
Off.
The Red Bull loses it and he's straight into the wall. It's a...
Safety car. Full safety car.
A full safety car here, and it is quite easy to lose it, especially with the different traction, as I'm sure you've experienced probably many times before, Campion. It is quite difficult going at high speeds, turning tightly, losing the back end of the car, and I bet he's very frustrated.
Finch is staying out.
But, yeah, that is the Red Bull of Gregster is out of this race.
Absolute is on the mediums.
Okay, we're seeing a ton of pit stops here.
Yeah.
Everyone making advantage of the safety car, and it's going to be interesting because these front runners here, as you can see in Campion, the 4 people at the front haven't pit yet. So, do you reckon they'll come in the next lap, or will they try and stay out?
If they are smart, they pit in now, because the safety car is not coming in, so you can be closer up. When you pit later, you have probably a bigger gap.
Yeah. So we'll have to see whether these drivers come in or not. It's going to be interesting to see. It's all about strategy now, really. Well, these depends on who pits first, you know, and who can get the jump over the other drivers.
Backwards boys on the softs. probably needs to do another stop then.
Interesting. Does he not know that he has to go on 2 different types of compound?
He started on the mediums, I thought.
Ah!
I
Yes,
will
he
check.
did. I believe he might have. If you can
Yeah,
check for me,
he
but I believe
started on
he
the
did.
mediums.
Ah, so it's gonna be. It might be a little bit difficult for him, though, Campion, to get those tires to the end. Do you reckon he'll be able to?
I don't know.
You're like Kimi Raikkonen, you give very short answers.
Yeah. I'm not used to commentate, so new for me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a learning experience.
Yeah.
Looks like for some reason Doku opts to stay out here,
Yes.
Campion. It's interesting there. I don't know whether the
Really
safety car,
interesting.
I don't know if the safety car will come in this lap. It depends, because sometimes it will come in earlier, but sometimes it waits for the rest of the cars to catch up to the back of the pack before it comes in.
I know. I think the maximum is 3 laps.
Yeah, you usually around about 3 laps before the safety car comes in. Sometimes it does come in earlier, though. If you're towards the end of the race, the safety car will come in a little bit earlier, because it wants to get back up to racing speed before the end of the race. Let's see here, because around about sector 3, it will opt to come in. So we'll have a look. If it hits sector 3 and the lights go out, then we'll know if the safety car is coming in or not. Let's have a look. And also the race director will also tell us, is it coming in this lap? Ooh, it might be a little bit late. Yes, it is. It's in now. Safety car in this lap. So that, I don't know what's going to happen into Doku. Is he'll now become what we call the de facto safety car, where he is going to be running at the slowest speed to everyone else, try and slow the rest of the pack down, and then launch whenever he so wants to, and let the safety car get a bit of a gap on him. But got to be careful. We've had a few incidents, I'm sure you've seen over your time in racing, Campion, under the safety car, people not giving each other a bit enough room under the safety car.
I know it.
Yeah, very full of words there. Good talk. There's been a
crash.
There's been a huge crash right off the safety car between the Ferrari and the McLaren. And that was a big.
Could that happen?
That was a big crash. It looked like a massive swipe right there by, I believe it was the McLaren. There's the overtakes happening all over the place. There's Ace de Sabo here, getting himself back up the positions, and he's had quite a bit of a redemption here. And it's looking very good here for a back. What we call it, Bakwas boy, Bakwas boy, who is moved up a full 8 places here and is on the set of softs and is now looking to try and gain to the drivers behind. Oh, someone's off! It's in the wall. It's Doku. It's the
Red Bull.
It's the Red Bull of Doku, who's in the wall. Oh, someone else is off as well, I believe. Someone was in the gravel. But look at Bakwas boys. He's looking to try and go around the outside into that corner. Little bit of contact to the Toro Rosso in front, but he's going to be running very, very quickly here on these opening stages, especially with there's a Renault up at the back. There's a Renault at the back as well who's also off. But it's going to be very interesting because he's on the freshest set of soft tyres here. Everyone else on the mediums, and he's going to be really running at some good speed at the start of this safety car restart. Oh, he's looking for a move here. Is he going to go down the inside, maybe? No, it doesn't look for it there. Interesting. Would you have gone for a move there, Campion?
Ooh.
Oh, wheel to wheel, wheel to wheel, go for the Williams and the Ferrari. I said, if you were Bakwas boy right now, would you have made that move on the Toro Rosso in that first corner?
Oh, I'm not seeing it. I was with Dan. He was right out the back of the Ferrari.
Oh, so interesting to see is now. Yes, it is Bequaz Boy going at it again. There's someone off at the back. It's
Alpha.
another Toro Rosso.
It's the Alpha who spun.
The Alpha is Edmer again, I believe.
And Jitse and Cross Toto are both into the pits.
Yes, I believe both of them drivers both had the collision Campion, and they both picked up damage. But Bequaz Boy all over the back of the Toro Rosso here of Matt Prince, and is going to be looking for an overtake.
Nah, he's too far.
Have a look here, these drivers come around. DRS is now enabled, so maybe seeing a few overtakes. Won't see them yet though, because usually doesn't happen on the first DRS zone. As Bequaz Boy here looking very, very strong after this safety car restart. Ace de Sabo quite close behind the Williams driver of Vinja, but getting ever so closer to him. Dan here is trying to catch up to Ace de Sabo. And Bequaz Boy looking for an inside move here, Campion. Let's have a look in the Alpha. Down the inside of the Toro Rosso, leaving him a little space. Hits the gravel. He hit the gravel a little bit there, and the Toro Rosso managed to get the pass back. But that was unlucky for Bequaz Boy, because he had to leave the Toro Rosso a bit of room, and unfortunately ran onto the gravel there on the exit. He'll have DRS, however, as we go down this DRS straight down into the first corner.
Yeah, he's going for it.
Down the inside. Will he get the pass done? Will to will go to the two drivers. And he does. Somehow got the pass done. I don't know how he didn't pick up a penalty there, but gets the pass done.
Off the track.
Yeah, he was a little bit off the track, but he gets the pass done. He's now going to be trying to catch up to Jutsi here in the Mercedes, and he already is. Look at that gap. Down to a second. It's back up a little bit though, but hovering around the second there. Matt Prince is going to have DRS going down this main straight here. I think he may be a little bit too far away though, would you say, Campion, for an overtake?
Yeah, too far. No way you could make it. Then you need to save and
the brakes. Vinja, cutting across there. I don't know whether he went wide. I don't know if he went wide, maybe he had to just cut across, but Bequaz Boy look at the gap now, it's under a second, so we're now within DRS range here, Campion, to the second place driver of Jutsi. And Bequaz Boy going for the medium to soft strategies helped him out so much in the safety car restart.
Yeah. He's on the fastest tire of them all, but he seems like have a bit of tire wear.
Yeah, he may be struggling a little bit with grip, especially towards the end of this race. But it's going to be very, very interesting to see how he fares, as he is still gaining. Look at that gap now. There.
He's picked up a time penalty.
He's picked up a time penalty. So we're going to have to see how penalties fare towards the end of the race here. But he does pick up a bit of a time penalty, and that's going to affect the end of the race finish. Let's have a look here. Any more battles?
Ace de Sabo up to the straight behind the Williams with DRS slipstream. Around the outside.
A little bit of contact. Yeah, there's a little bit of contact. You have to cut. Another safety car. Grosotto is out. He's there. He's had a bad spin on the exit there. It looks like, Campion.
Yeah.
Unless he made contact with someone. I'm not sure actually what happened, but that's another safety car.
Either.
But could we see maybe all the drivers coming for a set of softs now? Or looks like Jetsi has opted to come in on 3-lap old mediums. It looks like we actually might have quite a few drivers come in and pit for a set of soft tyres, and he is the first man to do so. A wing change as well. So opting to use the safety car to repair a bit of a damaged wing there on the McLaren, and he's going to come back out and come around and join the safety car queue.
I think it's pure based what other guys do, because if Absolute is going into the pit, the rest will follow probably, or just stay out. I think the rest will stay out because then Absolute is need to push up.
Definitely. And does anyone come in? No one comes in, surprisingly.
Oh. Smart move. 2 laps to go. Safety car, probably 1 lap.
Probably come in, yeah, after this lap. But it's interesting because Bequaz Boy here, this is really going to be helpful. Dan is in the pits, yes, but this is really going to help out Bequaz Boy here, Campion, because this is going to be helping his tyre wear a lot out on those soft tyres.
And is closer to the Mercedes.
Definitely, yeah, that safety car helping him out. And also not helping Absolute out a lot, as he did have a 4-second gap to the Mercedes behind him.
Yeah. It was good, but now it's gone.
Definitely. I couldn't have put it better myself. But I believe the safety car might come in this lap.
Yeah, probably it will.
Have a look here, we'll see. It's always down just at the end of sector 3. We'll find out whether...
Before the chicane.
Yeah, before the chicane. And we'll find out whether the safety car will come in and when we can get back to some racing. And yes, it is.
Yeah,
it's in.
Safety car in.
So we knew that was going to happen, but
now the drivers need to push on for
the drivers will. I'm telling you something. The drivers at the back here, Dan here in a very, very good position, fresh set of softs here, and could try and push his way back up the grid.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this. Everyone's running quite slowly here. Looks like Absolute's. He's gone for it. Yeah, he's absolutely gunning it here. A bad exit though from the Mercedes here, Campion, and now the Alfa Romeo's going to be all over the back of him. The Alfa Romeo, Bequaz Boy, yeah, he's gone around the outside. The Mercedes had a really, really bad exit. Caught out
the Mercedes down the inside.
Oh, Mercedes down the inside. They go wheel to wheel into this first corner. Oh, it's going to be close, but I think the Mercedes gets it. The Mercedes had a better line. Oh, there's a bit of contact between the Toro Rosso and the Ferrari of Matt Prince. So Matt Prince, oh, how unfortunate. He's all the way down at the back of that pack. And Dan here is going to have to be trying to get involved now. With
He's
this
going down the inside. There's
a lot of drivers here. There's Dan down the inside and gets the pass done. He's now going to try and go around the Toro Rosso and does. And as he got around the Toro Rosso and he does, you can see the pace there, Campion, on those soft tyres. As I said, look, he's going to keep on moving up the grid.
3-second penalty.
Absolute 3-second time penalty. That could really affect his lead there. And Bequaz Boy all over the back of the Mercedes again. Will he get the pass done? He doesn't. But this could be very interesting here at the end of the race. And yeah, Bequaz Boy cutting that corner. Yeah, he cut that corner very, very big there. And look at the McLaren. Look at the McLaren of Dan here. All the way around the outside of the Toro Rosso and the Williams. Sorry, the Williams can do nothing about it with the tyre wear.
Just the tyre wear, the soft, fresh softs. So
Dan here. So maybe the fresh softs were maybe a better option, as Dan is now going to be making his way from. He's made his way from 9th. He's going to be looking for 4th, and Bequaz Boy trying to go down the inside of the Mercedes, and the Mercedes and the Alfa touch again.
Bequaz Boy's off.
Bequaz Boy's had to cut the corner because of it. And let's have a look here. Does Dan go for a move? He doesn't go for a move there. Will he go for a move into this corner? Look at him again. He's all over the back of that Ferrari there, Campion. Is he going to look for a move around the outside? He does. No, he backs off.
Inside.
Oh, a little bit wide. He's going to hit the gravel a little bit and going to lose out to the time now to the Toro Rosso behind him. The Toro Rosso's going to look for a crack down the inside and doesn't. But some quite hefty battles going on at the end here. That safety car thrown in a spanner in the works. Dan trying to find his way back up the field with those fresh softs. And maybe the fresh softs were a better option here, Campion.
Yeah, I think.
But, we'll have to see. Is Dan getting so close behind the Ferrari?
He probably will get it. Look at the grip he has through the corners.
Oh, he is. He's going around the outside. Oh, no, he's slotted in behind. Will he go down the inside, maybe? Matt Prince is retired. Oh, the
Absolute's going over the finish line.
The McLaren's going around the inside. He's going to try and get the pass done on the final lap. Oh, he misses out to the Ferrari. And then the Ferrari's going to take up a Judsey. After all of that, gets first. Absolute second. Dan, after all the penalties, gets third. Ace de Sabo fourth. Edmir fifth. Bequaz Boy in sixth. Vint Je in seventh. Cardoso in eighth. Jetsy in ninth. Matt Prince in 10th. Doku in 11th, Esky Boy in 12th, and then we had the other two DNFs there at the end of the race.
What a race.
It was a brilliant race there, especially towards the end between all of those cars. A lot of battling going on, and it looks like this league is going to be a very, very good one.
Yeah, much battles, competitive. Nice to see.
Definitely nice to see between all of the drivers, new drivers in here in Gavra Racing, and yeah, it's very interesting to see. But there was your final grid on penalties. Well done to Jutsi, who stole it from Absolute. Absolute champion. Absolute that safety car really didn't help him out at all.
No, not at all. He had a great gap, and because of the safety car it was gone.
Yeah, definitely.
And the drivers all did it all great.
Definitely, they all did. But I think that's going to do it here for this pre-season race for this weekend league. Thank you, Campion, for joining me.
No problem.
Thank you. And yeah, we will see everyone next weekend. Where I believe, are we in Australia?
Australia, yes.
So we'll be in Australia, two different races. So yeah, we'll see everyone then.